What's up, everybody? It's kind of windy on this side. Let's go over here and get out of the wind. Kind of messes with the sound. A little shady over here anyway. I wanted to talk to you guys about something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I also wanted to get a little bit of time under my belt here doing this day cab. This is the third day cab job I've had since 2002, and you know, the first two times I didn't really care for. Actually, three times. I forgot about one. The money wasn't there. It was just odd. You'd work, you know, 14, 15 hours, and you go home for 8 hours or 10 hours, and then turn around. I mean, you just busted your tail for a little bit of money. And so I wasn't really a big fan of it. Then I found this gig, and totally different. Now, obviously, in 2019, I started out with a long-nosed Peterbilt, and it was beautiful. Beautiful truck, beautiful trailer, got a lot of attention. I mean, you could roll up into a truck stop and just have all eyeballs on you. You could run down the road, everybody waving at you. Roll into a truck show and everybody wants to look at your truck and take pictures. And that was just, man, made my head swell. Okay, made my head swell. The only problem is with that, I didn't make much money. The only problem with that is I didn't hardly ever see the house. The only problem with that is my wife and kids did not care for the truck. And before you know it, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm doing this for my ego. I'm doing this more for my ego than making money, you know, and being happy and keeping wife and kids happy. Now, running spot market can times be good. Absolutely, you can make some of the best money out there running spot market. I think a lot of that has to do with a little bit of luck, though. It has to do with what other people are doing. It has to do with the market. It's almost like you only have so much control of how much money you make. You know, it's like you try to bleed the brokers, you know, out as much money as you can, and at the end of the day, you're stuck with what you got, because only the brokers only have so much money, right? And you know, and at the end of the day, that ego truck, which what that is, the long-nosed Pete, that 389 I was driving, is an ego truck. Had nothing to do with being, you know, providing for my family. Had nothing to do with that. Had nothing to do with anything other than looking nice. It would have been nice for the spot market to stay up and all that kind of stuff, but we all know that it didn't. So I go back and I, you know, take the punch in the gut. That's what it was, a punch in the gut. And I leave that, my ego and my head. It's like taking a needle to a balloon, pop, you know. And my ego's shot and all that, and I don't know what to do besides, well, do what I'm doing now. And because of that shot, because of that getting out of the ego truck, and I guess in a way returning back to normal, I'm so much happier now. I'm making solid money. A lot of the times I'm making more money than what I was making driving that ego truck. Of course, I'm home every day and all that kind of stuff, but it's a day cab. It's a day cab. It's not a sexy truck. Look at this. This is not a sexy truck. No one's going to be sitting there looking at you while you're driving this. I mean, it's just a truck. It's just a truck. The only problem is that pays the bills. Problem is that helps me get home. That helps the family life. I see my kids every day. See my wife every day. Sleep in my own bed. I'm putting money back. For the first time in 4 or 5 years, I'm putting money back into savings. I didn't have that. I didn't have that before, you know, when I was driving that ego truck. I don't stress out about anything anymore. When I go home, I don't think about a truck. I don't think about the trucking industry. I don't think, well, I wonder if this is going to get better or anything like that. When I'm at home, I'm not a truck driver anymore. I don't. And one thing that I've always said in my career, not just on YouTube, but in my career, that I did not want trucking to define me. Okay, I didn't want trucking to define me. And for the last couple of years, I would say, yeah, it has defined me because I lived out on the road. It was my lifestyle. Trucking is not my lifestyle. Hey, if trucking is your lifestyle, then great, good for you, man. I support you. I mean, but for me, I do this as a career. You know, I do this as a career. I don't do this to be, I'm gonna live out here on the road, you know, or anything like that. You know, that's not for me. It's absolutely not for me. It could be for other people, just not for me. My family didn't marry a truck driver. Okay, my family married a man that brought home money, you know, but more importantly, cared for my family, loved my family, and was there. And that's what I want to be, not a driver. You know, I've seen so many people lose their relationships, lose their, you know, whether it be with their spouses or their kids because of driving a truck. Why? Why? There's so many different ways to make money in trucking. You can still be a truck driver and not have trucking own you. You know what I'm saying? And so, even though the Buffalo is a beautiful truck, it was beautiful. I had some great times driving that. I had some very hard times driving it. Had some experiences that I don't regret. I don't regret a lot of the experiences. I'm really thankful for the experiences of driving that, you know. But because of that, it made me into who I am now. Made me into who I am now. And it's like, I've been there. I know, you know what I'm saying? I got that experience. How are you gonna know something if you don't try it? Is basically how it goes. And I tried it, and it wasn't for me. And I go back to what I know. My roots in trucking are to be a company driver and you know, drive a truck, be home. That's my roots, nothing else. You know, I do it for an occupation. This is my occupation. It's nothing else. I know a lot of you guys don't understand that, but that's how it is for me. I'm gonna get on out of here, taking this 30-minute break, and I'm gonna go use a little boy's room, and I'm gonna get me some snacks from the vending machine, and we'll get up on down the road. So thanks for watching the video, man. Like I said, I'm happy about the opportunities I've had with that, but man, doing this, what I'm doing now, I'm 1000% happier doing this. Why? Because it's stress-free. Stress-free. And my wife and kids love it too. I'm putting back the money, doing all that stuff I said a while ago. I'm just repeating myself. Talk to you guys later. 73.